Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I'm coming a little bit zoomed in, a little less makeup on because I'm going to do a palette bingo. I'm so excited. So I am doing Project Level Up at the moment, which is created by the wonderful Sophie Alexandra. I'll have her linked below. And for that I have, for level 1, I have the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. This is what it is looking like on the inside. And basically I put up a post on my community tab and I asked, did anyone want to do palette bingo with this and kind of do it as a collab, because I had watched Ashley and Amie Melissa do a recent palette bingo and I haven't done one in ages, and I thought, oh, I want to do one, this would be fun. So loads of people got back to me, so there's actually 11 of us, including myself. Very excited. So I'm going to say who everyone is first because I'll forget. We have Amie Melissa, Andrea from Pretty As A Peacock, Dora from Fuchsia Soul, DW from dubsbeautydiary, Ashley, Jessica from Makeup Misfit, Jennifer, who's only on Instagram, she's Little Gemini Doll, Louise, who's Lola, Marcea from Lady Mawa. Do I say that right, Marcea? I'm never sure. And Kaimi from Kaimi Inc. So I'll have all those linked below. So I said to the girls, come on, so when we do it, and we'll all post the same day and we'll have great crack. And so if you haven't seen a palette bingo before, you pick a palette, this one obviously, and you get your phone and you I downloaded an app ages ago called random number generator, I think, isn't it? Oh, why would I ever be prepared? That would just be crazy. Where are you? There you are. Pretty Random, sorry, that's the app, Pretty Random. Okay, so you have your app and you put in 1 to 18, isn't it, on this one? 5, 10, 15, I can't count. Oh no, yeah, 6, 12, 16. 18 in regards to this palette, 1 to 18, and you choose 5 shades. So whatever 5 randomly chosen shades that you get, you have to try and make a look out of it. Sometimes you can be really lucky and get a great colour story that really is cohesive and works really well. Sometimes you can get a really odd one, but it helps you kind of go out of your comfort zone, I feel, and kind of, you know, have to think, God, what am I going to do with these? And you might find a colour combo or a look that you're like, oh my God, I love this, and I would never have thought of doing this. So that's why I love this. And then other times it can be an absolute and utter shit show. So yeah, that is what we're going to do today. I'm very excited. So let me put in my minimum is 1 and my maximum, hello, thank you, is 18. I'm so excited and so nervous at the same time. Please go and check out all these ladies if you haven't already, and subscribe to them and follow them on Instagram and stuff like that, because they're just great fun and lovely people. Yeah, so please make sure you go and follow them. So you ready? Let's go. Number 2. So number 2 is this peach shade. So I'm going, obviously, sorry, because look, the mirror. So we're going like that. So number 2 is the peach. So let's just give you a little swatchy swatch. So that's a lovely shade to start off with. Oh yeah, happy about that. So let's go for shade number 2. Oh, excuse me, sir. Thank you. Number 12. Okay, that's this shade here. I've had trouble with this shade in the past. It can be a little bit difficult, I find. I know other people seem to love it, but it can be a bit flaky. But it is very pretty as well. So it's this shade here. I didn't even say the name. So the first one was Utopia and the second one is Super Moon. So I'll just put that next to the peach. You may or may not, oh you can, it's kind of a nice iridescent kind of shade. Okay, that's okay. Shade number 3 is number 6. Oh God, no. The aqua kind of shade. That is the shade Haze. was kind of hoping I wouldn't get that one. There you go, look. That's okay. I had hoped to do another video after this. That may or may not happen. So we're up to 3, so we have 2 more to go. Number 3, okay, that is this purple shade here, and that is the shade Ultraviolet. Let's get in here and see what that's like. I know what that's like because I've used most of these shades already. Beautiful sparkly shade. It's kind of a purpley blue. And then lastly, oh, number 16. Okay, well that's just a kind of a, oh no, wait, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah, I was right. This shade here, so it's just kind of a transition-y kind of shade. That is the shade Karma. So look, I can't complain really, guys, can I? I mean, we've got some great neutrals there, but we have some pops of colour as well. So I just need to think now. What do I want to do? What would you do in this instance? Do I do the pop of blue on the bottom lash line? Do I do it as an all over shade? Put the iridescent over it and use the purple as a liner maybe? Well, let's start out with the peach shade anyway as a transition. So I've already, this is what I'm using as my eyeshadow base at the moment. This is the Vive eyeshadow wand in Sand. So that is already down. And I just used my face powder to set it down. I'm very nervous and excited. Okay, so I'm going to use my Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush to make a start. Let me see how we're doing. So, I hope you can see what I'm doing. I think you can. Yes, you can. So, as you can see, I am in a new surround. I am all moved in. Still have a little bit of unpacking to do. I've definitely had some teething problems when it comes to videos and stuff like that, because just, I suppose I got so used to the setup I had, and really it was, you know, exactly as I wanted it, and I loved how everything looked, and you know, I had natural light, but I hadn't direct sunlight, which seemed to have been better, whereas here it would be direct sunlight, and it's very hard to film with that, I find, because it keeps changing, it keeps moving, it gets brighter, it gets darker, I'm blinded, I'm not, you know, so it's not consistent. It's just stuff I have to play around with and just see. Obviously with the camera and stuff you need a stable base to be able to put it on. So yeah, I did buy myself a little tripod to try and record with my phone. That has been hit and miss. I just need to, I haven't had time to really sit down and look up videos and stuff on it to kind of teach myself how to do it. I'm still kind of, you know, because I have a lot more going on in my day now than I used to. You know, it was just me all day on my own. Now it's me and my mum. And Pete works from home as well. So, you know, I like to have his lunch ready for him so he's not kind of, you know, things like that. So I'm probably speaking a lot lower than I usually do, so I'm sorry if the volume is down a bit, and maybe you might need to turn me up a bit, or maybe it's fine, I don't know. I love this shade, it is so pretty, and it is going on so easily and so prettily. I could nearly just pop that all over the lid, bit of brown liner, and off I go. I do like it. So yeah, it's I'm loving being back in Limerick actually. I didn't think, so I was born and raised in Limerick. I moved to Galway in 2004 I think it was, and we bought a house up there. Pete's actually from Limerick as well. He lives literally, his home house where his mom lives is only 5 minutes from here. It's great, walking distance like. So we moved to Galway. At the time I moved with a job, and you know, life happened, whatever, so we stayed there, we bought a house, and we envisioned staying there for a long time, but eventually it just, we were out in the middle of the countryside. It was very expensive to try and get into Galway city to do anything, or it took a lot of time to get in and out, so it just got a bit. Anyway, being back in Limerick is great. We're in the city, kind of in the suburbs, but it's so easy to get in and out of the city. And I'm just doing loads and really enjoying it. Do you know, I'm just really enjoying it. Scamps is adjusting. I don't know if you can, there he is there, having a little snooze. So if you hear any snoring, and that is him. At first he was very, I literally couldn't go to the bathroom without him. He followed me everywhere. It was just like, Mom, where are you going? Where are you going? When are you back? What's happening? Where are we going? You know, he was really, and that's, you know, I expected that. I made sure not to wash any of his bedding or any kind of bedclothes and stuff like that until he's got settled, because they say that once he's centers around him, he'll be okay. I'm nattering. I should be putting on eyeshadow. I think I'm going to... I'm torn. I might put this shade here into the crease a bit, just to deepen up the crease a little bit. I'm changing onto a Blend Bunny Cosmetics B4. I love these brushes. I love the size of them. They're brilliant. But yeah, he's finally kind of going into his own bed at night to sleep. He was kind of coming in with us for the first, like he wouldn't go anywhere else. It just wasn't happening. Like, he'd just cry and cry and cry. I mean, the dog is 13, he's not a baby, you know, but he needed to be near us, and that was fine. We didn't sleep much, but you know, he was happy, so that's all that mattered. But now he's gone into his own bed and he's happy out. And he's kind of pottering around the house, and himself and my mum are getting on great. They have great old chats they have. And so yeah, it's so far so good. Touch wood that it keeps going this way. But yeah, that's the kind of situation with the moving. House is sale agreed, so we're just going through all the details, you know, with the engineers and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully that'll all be, hoping kind of middle of March it should all be sorted, maybe before Paddy's Day if all goes well. So that'll be fantastic to have that all sorted out. So yeah, we're here. We're here and we're just, you know, adjusting. Okay, what do we do next? Why aren't you here with me? Why can't someone be here in the room going, no Ruth, what are you doing? That's madness. I feel like I want to put this on the lid. So if I feel like I want to put it on the lid, let's just put it on the lid. Have I no flat brush out? Why have I no flat brush out? Please hold when I find a flat brush. I think I have my setup kind of how I like it. I'll probably adjust a few things, you know, as I go along. But at the moment, I think I'm happy enough with everything. Let's try this brush and see how we go. This is a really, really old number 7 brush. But it's worn so well. It's going to be a very springy look. And to be fair, it has been a bit spring-like outside. Limerick doesn't get as bad weather as Galway, which is nice too. Because we're kind of more inland in an estuary, so it's not as on the west coast getting buffered by the Atlantic Ocean. And there's a hint of spring in the air, I feel like. You can see daffodils starting to come up. I actually got daffodils at the market on Saturday. Like, I went to the market. It's just so lovely. I've been out with my sister out to her horse, and we've been pottering about out there, and that was lovely. I want to get back into horse riding now that I'm back in Limerick. Slowly, very slowly. That seems like going to be purple where the blue is. What do you think? That's not too bad. But I really want to go in with the white kind of shade, maybe over the inside and maybe the purple on the outside. I think I'll go in with some NYX glitter glue. It's always a good thing to do when you're using these kind of shades, glittery shades. So yeah. If you have any questions about the move, pop them down below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Decluttering was tough. Both makeup and rest of the house, it was tough. because we're essentially condensed down to 2 rooms, if you know what I mean, going from a full house, just the 2 of us. And you just accumulate so much crap over the years that you don't realise. You're just like, why do I even have this? I've never used it. Stuff that you just think to yourself, well, I might use that someday. You won't. You won't use that someday. I'm going into the purple now, just with the tip of my finger, and just going to pot that on the outer corner. I have noticed some of the purples and pinks in this are irritating my eyes a little bit, unfortunately. But sure, there you go. Such is life sometimes, guys. Purples can. See, now my eye is weeping so much it's actually taking the colour off the shade. And this eye is always wetter than the other. Anyway, let's try that again. There we go. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. How is everybody? Everybody getting on okay? How are we doing with January? We have a new bank holiday in Ireland. Very exciting. So we are going to have one now in February, which is next month. And it is going to be St. Bridget's Day. Because start of February is St. Bridget's holiday in Ireland. And it's the 6th of February, which is the day after my birthday, so we have a nice long weekend for my birthday, so Pete will be off. That'll be lovely. So that's exciting. Kind of breaks up because it would be Paddy's Day in March before we'd have another one. So I'm going in now with this white iridescent shade over the front half till we see what we can. Huh. See, this is what I mean about palette bingo. I would never have done that. It nearly looks like kind of a mermaid. A mermaidy kind of look. Nikki Pearson would enjoy, I've no doubt. She loves her mermaids. So yeah, this isn't too bad at all. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I genuinely thought this blue really threw me because it's not that I don't like it, it's not the time of year for it for me. I love that kind of colour in the summertime. I love turquoises and corals and stuff like that in the summertime. Really love them. But this time of year it kind of throws me a bit. Whereas now I feel like it was a nice base, but it kind of, like I said, a kind of mermaidy but kind of icy kind of winter look as well, which is very, I'm enjoying that. I wonder if I can go in another bit. I'm having such an absolute mare. I turned on the camera, started talking, hadn't pressed record. We are playing a blinder here today, guys. See, the on off button is right next to the zoom in button, so that's kind of throwing me a little bit. Anyway, so what I was saying was I have this liner from Maybelline. It's a tattoo liner in deep teal. That's it there. And I have that top and bottom waterlines, and I've taken the peach and I started going in under here with it. I have my mascara obviously on as well. And I think I like that with it. As you can see, I'm not an intricate eyeshadow makeup applier. I can't do incredible looks like a lot of the girls can. But that's okay, I'm still having fun and that's all that matters. And I've definitely improved over the years. I know, yeah, this isn't an improvement. Oh no. So yeah. Yeah, I like that peach with it actually. I thought I'd do the purple, but I like the peach because I think it just makes it pop a little bit. Excuse the bags. Not getting a lot of sleep as yet, not fully settled. And then I'm going to, that was a little Real Techniques. What do you call it? I don't know, the thing's gone off, but I love it for bottom lash line work. I just love it. And I'm going to take, I think, will I take this one? I'll try it. It's a Blend Bunny B3. And I'm going to take the iridescent kind of shade on a brush. And see, it's a very hard shade to pick up, I find, on a regular brush. I'm having trouble getting it to come. And just spray a little bit of water in it, see if that'll help. And I sometimes find if I spray water on some of these shades, they just don't stick at all then, for some reason. think that's going to work. We'll try. That's the only thing with these shades, is they can be a little bit tricky, I find, to pick up on certain brushes. I'm going to try a little felt tip applicator and see if that will pick it up better. Try it. I completely flaked. Like, baby finger is probably the best, but my baby finger isn't. Or maybe my inner corner is too, my eyes are too small. Something. Something doesn't fit somewhere. Try it though. You can pick up, oh god, it picks up really chunky. I don't know if you can see that. So it is a pretty shade, absolutely. I'll be interested to see if any of the girls got it and how they get it to work for them. I just want it on the inner corner here as well. I'll let you bring it up a little bit. Yeah, see, you either end up picking up too much or too little. Anywho, it is what it is. This side now is crying. It's like, oh, I don't want me to be pretty. You shall go to the ball too. Sleep deprived, guys. Sleep deprived. Yeah, I find this shade so hard to work with. It's just so flaky, and I don't know. Does that mean so I wouldn't work well with what they call flaky eyeshadows? I'm guessing. I'm not really happy with how that turned out. But hey, if that's the biggest travesty of today, well then, I haven't done too bad, I reckon. I'm just trying to see if I can get it to buff out a little bit with the brush, so it's not quite so cray looking. It doesn't look too bad in camera, I'm sure, but in real life it's like, what happened to look? Oh look, it's a bit of fun. I'm not going anywhere. Not doing. Oh, I am. I forgot I'm going fruit shopping. Look at. Bit of fun. So that is it. Those are the shades that I have used to create this look for palette bingo. I can't wait to watch everyone else's and to see everyone else's looks. I'm so excited. I'm mad to see what shades they got, how they use them, what they thought of to do it. Oh, I'm so excited. Please go and check everybody else out. I'll have them all linked below. This was so much fun. If you would like to do a palette bingo, I'll leave a link below. I don't know if you were around at the end of last year, but I did an inventory series, and one of them was palettes. Well, there was a few palettes, but I linked the one, the two probably of my larger palette sections, because there's no point I feel like doing a palette bingo with a £5 palette. What are you going to do with that? You know, it's just is what it is. Whereas I think the bigger palette, it's fun. So I'll leave those two linked below. If you'd like to do a palette bingo with me, go down, have a watch of those videos and see if we've any palettes in common, and we can maybe have a play. It'd be so much fun. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.